traffic lines up, and Chris can probably attest to this, it lines up for like a mile. At most
Wow.
times you have to get in line, and I'm not a get in line kind of guy. I don't like
You
waiting
actually,
for
actually, you surprised me there, Rob. I thought you would be a get in line kind of. Now I'm just joking.
Oh, I should get in line. I see what you're saying. I need to get in line. That's a good one. That is a good one. But waiting in line for a restaurant, it's not me. Waiting in line,
no, I get you.
Lights, it's not me. You can't reserve time to go see these Christmas lights. So, wait a minute. The executive producer has dropped by.
Hey, Lynn, how are you?
Hi.
Easy on the getting close now. We're closing up at night and in the afternoon. I was telling them about how we've done the holidays in the past. When we're in Hawaii, we saw your family. When we're here, we saw my family, and now everybody's together.
What's been your highlight of the On Passive year, Rob? I know it's hard. I know.
What thing in On Passive has really stuck out for you that you've thought, wow, this is amazing?
I've been thinking about it since I saw what you posted there on the ticker. Number one is the growth of O Connect. The growth, the production, and the other part of the O Connect statement is that we have been doing O Connect now for months. And, it's not the same as maybe Restream or whatever, but we find that it's clear. The audio is great. And where else can you get 15 different click-ons? And now, and now 16 with the ability to click on that little man as an attendee to ask to come to the panel.
I know. I just used it for Janet as well.
This is super clear, isn't it?
Oh no, it really is good. It's great.
And that's good. And then number two, and it's very recent, and I have watched this guy. He has a Mad Hatter hat. His name is Dr. Tarek, and I can't pronounce the last name properly, so I'll leave that one. But he wrote me back, and we corresponded somewhat. His statement of where Egypt and the rest of On Passive is
absolutely
with big data, none of us have any idea what that is. I've been researching and trying to learn about big data. On Passive is on the way to being big data.
Yeah.
And he does not exaggerate. He's a straight shooter. And between O Connect and connecting with Dr. Tarek and hearing his words, that was a surprise to me that he was coming on. And like I said, I get all crazy when I think about it. The big data thing is here. It's not just AI. It's not just machine learning. It's the whole IT. And Ash said to me, if you guys remember, on a webinar, he drew a big circle on the whiteboard, and he put IT in a small area and drew a circle, and then he put a big IT for it, meaning On Passive will be it.
Yeah.
We're certainly on our way for sure.
Yeah, I mean, for those of the people who are watching this who maybe don't understand big data and what it's all about, when Dr. Turek was talking, he was saying that there's three main players in the data center area in the globe, and the main one, if you know or don't know, is a company called AWS Services. Guess who runs that? Amazon. They're AWS Services. Now, they are the largest by country mile, actually. And the one thing that nobody does know is when you talk about Amazon, what do people think about? They think about parcels and delivering, and this is what their organization is all about, is how that supply chain all works. But here is the thing, 65% of their revenue comes from AWS services. So that's more than half of their revenue comes from. It has actually. I was in full flow, and all of a sudden,
Ash has put him off his train.
Somebody with flashing lights and a Christmas hat comes on to throw me off my stride. But you're absolutely right, Rob, aren't you? Is that having our foot in the big data marketplace? Really, we have not got a clue how this is going to affect us as affiliates or the company. You know, we were told by Dr. Turuk that the smallest of the three main data companies grosses $500 million, $500 million per annum. We are putting our toe into that water. Now, can you imagine on the smallest of those, if we took 10% of that market share, you know, in our first year? Now, 10% of 500 million, you know, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to work that one out, do you? You know, that is serious revenue that is coming into the company. And we've already been told that that is going to be beneficial to the company, and it's going to be beneficial to the affiliates that are involved in it. You know, and this isn't the main part of what On Passive is all about. This is almost a sideline. This, obviously, we are developing it because it's part of the three things that Ash wanted to have in-house. Remember, he was talking about what do we want to have in-house? That is control over our own data, our domain names and websites. That all goes through the data center. Without that, you don't have full control. The other one is to have full control over our own merchants as far as paying in and paying out is concerned. And the last one, which we've already got, is to have a single sign-in ecosystem. We're well on our way to having all of those. And once we have all those within our own control, now the sky's the limit right now, but can you imagine what it's going to be like on that? So thank you, Rob, for saying those. Lynn, lovely to see you as well. We were going to be going girl, boy, girl, boy, girl, boy, but far